Dustin's response sparked discontent among the martial artists. It also angered Theodore. His last bit of patience had worn away. "You little prick! You won't listen, huh? Then I'll take it from you." Theodore's anger had reached its peak. He concentrated his energy on his feet and flew forward like a shadow toward Dustin. His hand aimed straight for Dustin's throat with enough force to crush steel. "This is bad." Emily and her group watched in horror. They could feel their hearts drop to their stomachs. Now suffer the consequences for defying Sir Crane. The crowd mocked gloatingly. Just when everyone thought Dustin was done for, Dustin suddenly made a move. Instead of retreating, he shot forward like a missile and punched Theodore. Their collision was like a bomb exploding, a thundering boom echoing across the scene. A violent surge of energy befitting a grandmother erupted when they collided. It created a surging wave that swept outward. The trees were uprooted, and debris flew everywhere. The martial artists closest to them were lifted before crashing onto the ground. After they collided, Dustin staggered backward several steps. Each step left a deep imprint on the earth. On the other hand, Theodore was forcibly pushed back more than 10 feet away. His feet sunk into the ground and hollowed out to twin furrows on the ground. He only came to a stop after crashing into a large tree. What? The crowd was dumbfounded. This was completely unexpected. What happened? Shouldn't Theodore have Dustin crushed? Why did he end up at a disadvantage instead? What exactly happened? Are my eyes playing tricks on me? This brat is stronger than the venerable Crane? Impossible. How old is he? He won't be that good, even if he started training in his mother's belly. Damn it, I've never seen anything like it. Could that brat be a grandmother too? Wait, I remember now. It seems like he's that revered young grandmother who killed Augustus Klein some time back. What? He's a young grandmother? Oh my god. He's an absolute monster. After a brief moment of silence, the crowd exploded in an uproar. The crowd was stunned as they looked at Dustin. Nobody expected the frail young man before them to be the legendary young grandmother. These days, everyone in Balerno was talking about the young grandmother. Countless people admired and idolized him. Now that he was standing before them, they still could not believe their eyes. A young grandmother. He's a young grandmother. Walter widened his eyes in disbelief. He had initially thought Dustin was only a bit more talented than usual. He hadn't realized the extent of his background. It was even more absurd that he wanted to take Dustin in as his disciple. It was a laughable misjudgment. After all, everyone knew Dustin was the monster who had slain Augustus Klein.